This is a transmission from the archives.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the archives. I am your host, Tima, the Master Archivist, and this is it. This is our finale. We've done it. We've made it to the end, right on time. Today's probably gonna be more of a quick stream thing. We're just gonna really get through the episode. I think I might do like an after show review kind of thing. Normally as finales, I'll sit here and I'll talk about everything, and I will of course go on. Um, you can always rely that I will go on about Star Wars all day, but I think that might be maybe a new segment, kind of like the Acolyte after party, perhaps, or something like that. The Master Archivist after party will talk about, you know, everything what I liked, didn't like, kind of. I want to start releasing things like a podcast episode, but I digress. We are here for the Acolyte. So, there's one thing I want to point out before we get started. We're going to go to the screen capture here. Look at how they did every other what is it? Oh, hold on, I have to. I mean, you can just see the Acolyte right there, right? Let me try to. Right, and then if we look at here, look how they did this episode. So I'm wondering. I've heard a little stirring outside the archives. I'll be honest with you. I heard a little stirring. Gonna have a little special appearance here. But look how they did this. You got like teaching corrupts on a distant island, unsettling questions about identity, choice, bitter truth is revealed, and then episode 8. Watch the episode now. Demanding, they're right. We will be. I find that very interesting that they didn't leave anything for us. No speculation or anything. It's very interesting. So I am excited to get into this. Let me get our timer set up here. No, I have that ready. My bad. This is clocking at, it says exactly 49 minutes. I know that's their general estimate, but I will happily run with that. Let's do. Let me see. Get the timer up. I gotta say, another Star Wars season down. We don't really have another one coming up for a while. We do have that Lego Star Wars Jedi Bob, Rebuild the Galaxy. Might be watching that. Because very excited for the Lego sets coming out. But as for actual like live action Star Wars stuff, I don't think we have anything coming for a little bit. We're gonna start diving into other things in the off time. There will be a break. I know we usually take a little break every month from streaming and videos. There's going to be a bigger break coming up for next month. There's a lot going on that I really need to change my focus to maintain the archives here. We're going to come back, though. We're going to do some videos. We have great videos planned coming up for September and October, turning more towards Tima Travels. So there's going to be a lot of traveling coming up. I'm hoping to add more to the archives as well in these travels, so stay tuned. Hopefully, we can get this underway. We'll still try to get some videos out. That's why the podcast stuff I mentioned just before seems to be more feasible right now, Just seems kind of be the easier option. But anyway, let's get into the Acolyte. I'm very excited. Let me just sound test this real fast to make sure I can hear it and make sure it's not going to, the audio won't leak out per se. I like to keep the archives. Alright, cool, I can hear it. Perfect. Alright, I guess we're getting into it. Let's switch to our timer here. And let's try to get this underway, shall we? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have Soul. We finally got to see basically what happened with the Jedi. Not exactly what I thought would happen, I still think it's crazy Soul just stabbed that lady, like, real fast. Like, really came out of nowhere, in my opinion. Yeah, and I think this was crazy. They're like, oh, we'll just pin it on the child. That's how we'll explain killing everyone on accident. That's like, that's a big accident. I really did enjoy Kamir's, I just enjoy Kamir's character. The one thing Disney's gotten good at is making villains. You know? Like Kylo Ren, we'll go even Marvel Thanos. It's what they've gotten good with. Kamir, I do enjoy this era though. I will say I will be I know apparently getting season 2. I will actually be missing this era. Show wise, I don't dislike it. I like the it's sad the only really thing I can say about halftime is I'm like, oh, it looks really nice. That's what I like is the aesthetic and the ambiance. But other than that, I'm like some of the characters I really like, some not so much. I mean, about a balance, I suppose. All right, let's get this up here. So I'm still putting my 2 cents in here. We have Osha still wearing Kamir's helmet. Oh, look at his eye. Oh, he entered her mind. I'm assuming. Oh, there he's completely taken over by the dark side. All right. All right, here we go. I want to make sure this is the future you saw. Alright, so May's gonna. Kamir's drip is insane. I know I said that last time, but that cannot be understated. The thing is that all the figures that they have, like, released and people are getting now to this day at, like, Walmart and Target, Kamir's not on that list, though. Take a helmet. This guy needs an Acolyte. Can I get an Acolyte? See, and Soul got the. It's one of those things. I knew Soul knew. I knew Soul knew, but just like ooh, dude spitting. You know, sure not twins. What? Tased them. Pip is just such a helpful droid. Like, see, and this is why I think that they're gonna switch, because like now she's wearing similar garb. She has her own Pip droid, And then also, sorry, I know I'm looking towards the camera and stuff, but I have everything's all mixed up right now. Ooh, hell! They said hell. Everyone's gonna go crazy for that. Cool helmet. Mental. Alright, so she's taking the ship. They're now both going after each other here. Alright, that's pretty cool. Rings of the planet. He's too big to follow us up here. He'll follow above. Oh no, he's going in. Soul had some backup. They probably could have just parted the rings, you know? Hey, there's Basil. What an interesting little side character. He's done nothing but just be a happy guy this entire show. And God, he's just great for that. No way. He's just gonna shoot her down? Okay, so instead of being able to shoot down May, Basil decides to rip the cables out so he can't. There's a lot of times through this show where someone's just like, "Remember, you're a Jedi. Don't do that." I'm like, a lot of these Jedi are really giving into the dark side through this whole show. It's alright, and this is their home of Brendock. And there's a Virgins on there. I don't know who this Jedi is, but I gotta say, I love. Oh, Mog. That's crazy. But I like how bad his like hair is in this. Alright, so the Jedi are talking with some senators. Oof. Let me hear it. That's how it starts. Okay, that's literally what I just said. Interesting. That's a That's a pretty hot take. Not relatively obscene, though. Good luck. Now, what is it? Got smug, man. Yet again, though. Don't. They're just good at making villains. I don't necessarily disagree with them, though. You know? These little creatures. Like they sell them labels the stranger. Why couldn't they release the figure like that? You know what I mean? Alright, so subplot of this episode is I'm not my sister. Osha's like, I'm not my sister. Soul's like, you're not your sister. Expectations. Everyone has their own expectations. Yet again, really like Amir. This is what I heard about. Just another person lurking in the darkness, and everyone's like, that's either Plagueis or like Tenenboro, like either or, you know. Or I saw someone online like, yo, is that Snoke? Be mental, would be mental. We're gonna I think we'll have a round of theories for that within the week. Keep in mind, this just came out last night, so it's still we're gonna see a lot more coming out today. So I figured I get on this right now. We get through the episode. We'll get some theories later in the week, probably like Basil. Gonk. Got the Gonk Farmer. I've seen this show. Would you recommend? Oh, thanks for the sub, man. Would I recommend? That is a real tough one. I like the era. I like the aesthetics. The plot occasionally kind of falls off. I have a lot more questions than I think I'll get answers for. Um, we just saw a mysterious character that I don't know if that's gonna play out. Like I said, I think there's a season 2 coming. Um, but I will say some of these characters in here are like some of my favorite that I've seen in a really long time. Was Trinity Squandered? Yes. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Not even a joke. Like, not. I was, dude, so disappointed. Because, like, watch that first episode. You're just going to sit there and go, huh. Because then, like, the rest of the episodes are like, hmm. But like I said, there's a couple characters in here that I would dare say are ranking my top favorite characters. You know, granted, this is also the initial hype for it as I'm watching it. I'm kind of like, okay, I like this guy. You know, I think what we're gonna do is a review show a month after a show comes out. Because me and Gucci would do this, where Gucci will see a movie and I'll see a movie around the same time, and he'll come back. He's like, "Dude, best movie I've ever seen. Probably in my top three." And I'm like, "There's no way this movie's in your top three. I'm sorry. Like, there's just realistically no." He gives really positive reviews out the gate. So then we always check back with him in like a week, and he's like, "Honestly, good movie. You know, I mean, it's pretty good." I go, "Oh, not your favorite now, huh?" There are two characters in here that I will say though are ranking in my top 10 right now. Or not realistically one of my top 10. Other one probably be my top 20 though. Gonna let the dust settle. Yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, yet again, aesthetically looks great. I love the High Republic era like style, you know, and if they're going where I think they're going, I'd like to see how this plays out. I mean, one of the big things though is, and this is my kind of complaint across a lot of the Disney Plus shows. Out the gate, I feel like they rush to get a story out. Plateau middle of the season, but it's such a deep plateau that I'm like, dude, there's no way you can come back from this and make me feel like really hyped. Mando season 3 was the worst of them. At least this is a murder mystery. That's the one thing I do like about it. At least this is a murder mystery. So when you're sitting there, you don't have all the answers anyway. You know. But also cool little droids in here too. I appreciate with every show they're adding new droids. Still, my favorite is B2EMO from Andor. Hands down, my favorite. It's not even as a joke. Might even get a tattoo of him coming up. One of my favorite droids. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we have the twins. Surprised that panel still has power after 15 years. Because this is what I've been waiting on. I'm like, I'm interested to see now that they're meeting up. I mean, they obviously met up throughout, season here, but now that they're like meeting up in a what's a one-on-one? Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Oh, one thing I will say, Farmer, the choreography fights in this show are mental. Some of my favorites, and now we're just getting into another here. That's good. I feel like it's such a bold move to throw a melee in the middle of a lightsaber fight. Okay. Oh, that's hard. That's oh yo, hit him with the slow mo. Hold up. But you know what? I've been trying to research. Ah, oh, that's hard. A modular man. That is cool. The other lightsaber though, it looks like was it Family Guy that had a bit about a lightsaber like cheese knife? That's what it looks like. Oh, that's an insane move to pull down. The three kick, man, that is insane. Oh, nice. Okay. Nah. This is gonna be the coolest thing or the worst thing I've ever seen. All right, that was cool. Dude. I was about to start tripping in a second. That was kind of cool. I do want to look up kind of the schematics of that modular blade though, because that's insane to me. Because then does he have like a little Kyber shard in there? Is my guess. Dude, I'm calling it. Hmm. Yo. Mental. Okay, so now at least we got that answer. Ah. Because the thing is, they switched the clothing palettes. Their general like timbre has changed, and I'm like, see, I'm seeing it. Yeah, yeah. You know that one's trying to talk now, one wants to fight. Even the droid got changed, man. You see what I mean? Choreography's cool though. Yo, my boy is lean. That is insane. Like, dude's literally shredded. Just gone. You always got to think like training with a lightsaber. There is such a level of discipline to it, especially seeing this. Oh, that's insane. Oh yeah, yeah. Put to the cortosis helmet. Nah, nah, they got him. They get him. They got him. There's no way. What? So they just hit the lightsaber and that's it. Oh wait, hold on. I don't see his other arm though. Nah, he would have. See that other arm? There's no way they just got the blade and that's it. Oh yeah, hit the hilt. That's cool. That's cool. You can see the kyber crystal sitting right in there. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, she doesn't want the vigilante crime. Wants him to go through the judicial system. Just split. That's doubling down on it. It's pretty neat, but Ah, look at that. Let me hear the explanation for that. Your soul's surrounded. How though? Hmm. He's gonna get murked? Ah. Okay, so Osha's just force choking him. Told you. Switching sides. Commander's just looking on. He's like, all right. Two apprentices? Is gonna bleed it. Mental. All right, so we got that in live action. Nah. He's gonna crush it. Oh, mental. Oh no. There it is. One thing's for certain. This episode is gonna have all the lightsaber people going crazy. Also lightsaber makers, because I could see like the crystal chamber being installed on that. Now it can change two colors. It'd be kind of cool. Okay, here we go. Another squadron Jedi. Ah. Ah. Okay, so not even kidding. Why is there so many murders in the High Republic from Jedi? I mean, it's kind of like the Senate. It's kind of like the Senate says, like the senator said before. Oh, there you go. So the twins are together. How can she do that? No one else can. So strong in the force, she can open doors. Everyone else has to hack it. You know what it is? It's just like a RPG class. Like Knights of the Old Republic. She put it into the force. Everyone else is putting points into technology, I guess. Ah, look at that. Just like Luke. Just like Luke. Interesting. Okay, so she can hear echoes in the force. I was gonna say, I wonder if she just sits there. Can she feel everything? Like, could she go through basically? Oh man, she's about to watch the whole first season of The Acolyte right now in front of us. Force heal bring him back for season two. Gone. Basil, get him, my boy. You watch them solo these Jedi. At least since they have the one person playing both of them, I like how they have to keep cutting every single time to like over the shoulder shot, over the shoulder shot. Aha. I'm surprised he didn't stay for revenge. She gonna get trained. They don't trial her for the murders though. Uh, so he's gonna wipe her mind. It's almost like every lesson we learned this season didn't matter. Shaking on it. Nice. Okay. Wipe her mind. I like he's like, I can attempt one try, easy pickings. Huh. Where the story begins, it also ends. Like poetry, it rhymes. But I mean, it really does feel like that. It feels like we haven't learned anything now this season. See what I mean? Like, I don't know. Because I feel like. Because taken in May, who's wanted on many counts of murder. Where it's just like, yeah, now she can't be tried for it, and obviously she can't be used to find anyone. Cool robes. Think she can restore her memory? I'll give you it all back now. So she's got mind wiped to basically being like 10 again. There it is. Yeah. 8 years old. Huh. Oh. Okay, she's bringing it before everyone. Well, I guess because they're all dead. I guess it doesn't matter now. Ah, really? No way. They besmirched his name. These Jedi suck. No. At least they gave him the Viking burial. Uh, occupational safety hazard something. OSHA. I remember very little of it. You will become a great Jedi now. He's gonna make it right. Uh, so it's going from a murder mystery now to just hunting someone down, I guess. Yo, shout out Kamir though. He got the accolade he wanted. I want the power of two. Ay, Dios mío. That's how it ends? This Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack? Alright. Oh, no, 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 no. Looks like I'm. Oh, is this gonna be. Yo. Knew it. No, I can't. Alright, we're gonna get into it right now. And I need to give a fair warning. We're talking some heavy spoilers right here, because I'm gonna say it right now. By now I mean like 5 seconds. So go 5, 4, 3, 2. Yo, what was that? You know what I mean? Like, not trying to hate 100% here. Um, End credit scene we just got, right? Uh, the Jedi Soul's friend there, Kamir's old master. What's her name? The Green Jedi. I didn't catch her name through this. Um, Acolyte. Vimestra. Vimestra. Talk about cameos, man. So she besmirches my boy Soul's name, being like, no, no, he did all of this. Everything. Biggest complaint, I think, is that no one learned a lesson. Like, I don't think anyone learned a lesson through this at all. So that whole thing, you're like, oh, yeah. Like, I called it like 2 episodes ago where I'm like, I think they're gonna switch sides because the way that they're like changing like their color palette, and May took up the life of Osha. Osha took up the life of May essentially. Um, I'm like, I think they're gonna turn them, you know. So Kamir wipes May's mind. May has killed many people this season. And then she goes before the council and it's like, oh, she can't confess anything because like she doesn't remember anything. And you're like, okay. And then Soul dies. And then it's just like, oh yeah, he never really learned a lesson either. You know, like it wasn't just like, oh, maybe I can confess to them and that'll help make up for, everything wrong, and then maybe we can get rid of this Sith guy. No, didn't happen. Um, so I'm stuck here where I'm like, all right, so no one really learned a lesson. Um, so I mean, we do know that Kamir has a master. So not only does he want the Acolyte, he said he wanted the power of the rule of two or something like that. Um, I mean, so he's doing the typical Sith thing. He's gonna try to, you know, take the throne essentially as the ruling Sith. But they besmirch Soul's name, and they're just like, yeah, this is all the work of one rogue Jedi. Now they're gonna do an external review of the Jedi. The Senate's gonna do an external review. Cameo, we get Yoda chilling there. She walks up and she's like, Master, we have to talk. And I'm like, I knew they're gonna bring Yoda into this, you know? Uh yeah, so it's just feels like we went through all this and no one learned anything. We didn't learn like, oh hey, like, you should own up to your crimes. I mean, yes, the Jedi are completely unbalanced right now. Like they're going unchecked and all. So like I get it. Uh but yeah, I was like, all right, so we're kind of back to normal, but we have more questions now. Not just as the viewer, but as, the characters in the show, where now it's like, okay, I need to find out who the Sith guy is. Even though I know who he is, I have to find out where he is, which anyone else knew. Um, Now I need to figure out who was that in the cave. Like I said, I'm assuming Plagueis or like Tenenbaum, one of the old Sith. I'm trying to think what else there is. I mean, those are like the big things. Um, Everyone died. Like basically everyone died that they definitely hyped up for the show, and then the twins switched place, but not like there wasn't even like a real like fight that went down. It was just kind of like I couldn't control my emotions, and this one's like, oh well, I could help you with that. Nah. um, you know, like I said, just it feels like we didn't learn anything. Still, there were the murder mystery aspect I did enjoy. Um, and then like I said, scenery was good. Some of the new things in canon, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of. Um, but one of the big things is too, why did Saul kill? I still don't understand why Saul killed their mom. Genuinely, it looked like he had a moment where he just freaked out, and his first response was just to stab her with a lightsaber. And that's kind of the thing. I guess that's the point though with this show is that I'm picking up at this point is that like the senator said in here, the Jedi are supposed to be, the balance in life. They're supposed to be able to control their emotions, everything like that, and then clearly they can't. Clearly they can't. So that's where the problem comes in. And like something like this, and this is even the first time that someone's done this. Like I brought this up earlier in the season. One of my favorite Star Wars Legends characters is Zane Carrick. I'm gonna share the screen here. Let me. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even see the timer didn't even appear on the screen. That's actually kind of a pain because really wish that would have stayed. So Zane Carrick, right? Okay, that's not gonna appear. Oh, timer was there when I. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, good. I was really worried it was away. Um, Let me get this up here. Where is this? Jason from The Good Place. Let me Google who that is. I can't get the screen up here, but Zane Carrick, same thing. Uh, he was a Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, and the whole yeah, he was also known as the Jedi Exile. Basically, the whole council killed everyone, and they're like, we're just gonna blame it on this dude. I haven't. I only had like a couple comics from that series. I never got to finish it. Would like to see where that continues though. But it was just like it was kind of crazy. But literally watching this, like, hey, this is the same thing happened to Zane Carrick from The Good Place. Oh no way! Yo, okay. Jason from The Good Place. Are you okay with a spoiler? Are you okay? I don't want to spoil anything for you if you're gonna watch it. Um, you know, just trying to be respect. That's why, like, even before I was just like, look, I know. Okay, he's my favorite character in this whole show. Not even a joke. He plays Kamir. Who this is like one of the few characters I think they did really, really well with. Kamir shows up as like this slimy individual, kind of like low. You think he's more like a working for the Sith guy, and even though we haven't met him yet, like we've seen the Sith guy, but we didn't really like meet him yet. So he's like, oh, the master won't like if you fail this and that, and you kind of go into it thinking like, oh, this guy's like a peon in this game, and this is where we get into the heavy part of spoilers. He ends up being the Sith that we've seen. He really did train very well. For there's behind the scenes videos online. Everything he does, the choreography he did himself, and it looks beautiful. He's really good. Um, cool lightsaber. Just I watched him in episode 5 in here, and I literally went, yeah, I'm gonna buy that mask now. I think that's gonna be the next cosplay on the list. Get the helmet, get the setup. I'm like, yeah, I think that's it. I think we just found ourselves probably one of the cooler Siths that we've seen in a very long time. Um, God, really good. I mean, I can't unplay that. Really is my favorite character in the show. So yeah, Jace from The Good Place did very well. um, yeah, just I got a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. I'm basically gonna be at this point trying to, because like I said, I'm going on my next expedition tomorrow, so I'm gonna be away for another couple weeks, and I'll be back. We'll continue our streams and all. I'm gonna try to work on essentially like a podcast style thing, just to keep up with Star Wars when I'm away, because I don't really have always the ability to edit videos when I'm away. Sorry. Um, so I have the ability to record audio though, so that's why I'm like I might just do it like that. Maybe I'll edit later, or depending how much I really, I'm really thinking about it, I might want to even hire an editor to do the video, so I could just bring the audio and then that gets done, and then you know try to divvy up the work essentially. You should watch The Good Place if you haven't. One of the most consistently good comedies I've seen. I feel like I've heard that. I think I've heard The Good Place was good. um, but yeah, I think that's what we're probably gonna do here. I think we're gonna call it for now. I think that's it. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to do maybe like an Acolyte aftermath or something, or I'll call it like Master Archivist aftermath or something. And I think a month after the show comes out, I think then I'll kind of give more review. I'll rewatch it, take more notes. That's one of the things. Like when it comes to making videos and doing it live, when I do it live, I'm not taking notes. When I'm watching, I'm pausing, doing it. Like a half-hour episode could take 2 hours long, and then I'm gonna write the scripts. Find all the pictures, record, put it all together, edit. It's a whole process. Uh, you're just being immersed. Exactly. So I'm basically gonna probably work on that. And like I didn't release the second half of the Bad Batch. Really need to do that. I need to write the script for it, but I have to rewatch it now. Um, I think that's gonna be it. As for streams coming up, obviously we've done a lot of Fortnite this week. I haven't picked up Metal Gear V in a hot minute. Just because literally everything else going on. I've gotten so many Star Wars shows. In our downtime between now and whatever the next live action show is, um, I want to play Jedi Survivor, and I want to watch Tales of the Empire. I haven't watched it just because I want to watch it together. Um, and continue Metal Gear V, and then start to move through the other games. Until we get Metal Gear Delta. When we get Metal Gear Delta, I'm actually tempted to start doing them in chronological order. Hopefully by then, Metal Gear 4 is released on some platform. Um, I really think that's it for right now. So thank you all for tuning in. Farmers K, thank you for tuning in. I hope you do try to give the show a try. Tell me what you think, because like I said, I like the era. I'm interested to see how this pans out more. As for the High Republic stuff, I know Jedi Survivor deals with it. I haven't really read the books. I know about, like the hyperspace incident. I know like bigger points of it. Should do some more research on it. But I like the High Republic aesthetic and stuff. Um, I don't know. It's just like I feel like it's a cool era. If we get into episode one, and that's this quick decline. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. I am, of course, Tima, the Master Archives. You can find me on YouTube as the Master Archives. So you can do youtube.com/@Tima, and you can find me there. Other than that, I think other things going on outside of streaming. We are going to be doing some videos coming up. This is what's going to kind of throw off a lot of things. We're going to do some more episodes of Tima Travels. Hopefully, we'll have some guests for it. For September and October. So that's going to be, it's going to be, the vlog, commentary, just, showing my travels. And I'll probably get something. I think that's, kind of a good point to make, is I'll probably get something for each of the travels and add that to the archives, perhaps. Just a way to see what I kind of do outside of here. But also, I do plan to make it more Star Wars and music oriented, which is a good segue, because speaking of music, I've been writing a lot more music. I have one song done. I have to just get it mixed and mastered, and then I should have that released. The demo of the song is probably coming out, though, probably next month. I want it for a summer release, so it was supposed to either come out this month or next month. It's looking probably next month. The demo, at least. So it's not going to be the highest quality it can be. That's why we're going to get mixed and mastered. And other than that, though, some other songs being worked on, so hopefully I'll have those coming up too. I'll probably just be releasing singles. There's actually a Tima Music page on YouTube. It's just at Tima Music. So that should be coming up. A lot of things going on. It's just a constant, so the few times you see me live, it's like the only couple hours I have in my day. Sometimes only 2 hours, but it is what it is. We're staying busy. We're having a lot of fun though. Hopefully you guys like it, but until next time, thank you so much, and may the force be with you.